Adam McIntyre reacts to Trisha Paytas's podcast regarding the whole Colleen Ballinger situation. My name is Pearl. Welcome to Little Scary Stories. Come on in, my little pearlies. I like pearlies. You'll be called pearlies instead of girlies. I hate the whole girly thing. You'll be called pearlies. And I'm sure I have a couple of men that follow me. You too are pearlies. Deal with it. Okay, let's get into this because I have been wanting to do a video regarding Adam McIntyre for a while, but I didn't want it to come off bad because I can feel his pain. You can get a sense of serious resentment and anger and hurt and frustration when he speaks on Colleen Ballinger. But he has, in fairness, been going on and on and on and on about the Colleen Ballinger situation for years now. He built a whole platform on it. No offense, and I don't mean it in an offensive way in any way, shape, or form, but he built a whole platform on it. And in this particular video, we're going to play a clip where he is saying that if Colleen Ballinger simply just apologized to him and his family privately and publicly, he would have dropped the whole thing. He would have just shut up. He wouldn't have said one fucking thing else about it. That would have been the end of it. He would have never have spoken about her again. And the way he said it, you can feel the hurt in his voice. You can feel the anger and resentment and frustration in his mannerisms every single time he speaks on Colleen. So Colleen definitely hurt this boy. He's a man now, but she definitely hurt him. And I believe she should have absolutely, it could have been nothing to her. You know, it was nothing. It's a simple phone call, a simple email. She could have done anything to reach out privately to him and say, you know what? You clearly appear hurt. I was wrong. I was inappropriate. What I did was, just sickening. She's not going to say all that. She won't be saying all that shit. But you know what I'm saying. Because you could tell he's hurt. And Colleen did a massive apologize. God, I hate myself. Ugh. I need to apologize for you guys for being a dimwit. Anyway, she did a public apology, obviously, for her fans. And that's all she truly cares about is her fans. Now, in the apology video that she did do, I found it to be sincere. I found it to personally be sincere. And I do think that people can change and people do deserve second chances. But privately, this woman needs to reach out to the people that she hurt. It shouldn't be a public matter. It really shouldn't. She needs to privately speak with Adam because Adam is still hurt by this. And no amount of therapy or anything is going to undo the resentment that Adam feels towards this woman. He feels like he is owed something from her. You can tell by his voice. Now, again, let me just intersect this particular this particular bit of information. My field of study is behavioral science. I don't do that for a living, but that's my field of study. I didn't finish or anything, and I don't really mention it too often unless what I'm talking about kind of needs a receipt as to why I feel this way. So that's why I wanted just to mention that. Otherwise, I never really mention it. And you can tell by his mannerisms, you can tell by his behavior pattern how hurt this boy is. And Colleen has to know this. She's not an idiot. So it would have been nothing for her to just reach out to Adam and apologize to him. But as Adam said in one of his clips, in one of his videos, that would mean that she would admit guilt, that she would admit that she did do something wrong. And I think in Colleen's eyes, she did nothing wrong. Like she's apologizing because she realizes that the public probably needs an apology. But in her eyes, I personally do not believe that she thinks she has done anything wrong. Of course, that's my own personal opinion, And I'm not diagnosing or anything like that. We're just talking as friends. I'm just telling you as a friend what I feel. In fairness, though, she truly needs to apologize to everyone, not just Adam. She should definitely reach out in some way and privately apologize to them. And then she should go on her platform and say, "Hey, I've apologized to the people that I've hurt privately, and I want to apologize to them now publicly." And, you know, she needs to have some sort of accountability. And she did to a certain extent have some sort of accountability in her last apology video. But accountability means nothing unless you actually reach out to the people that you hurt. You can't just, I mean, put yourself in their shoes, right? You've been hurt by someone and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry I hurt my fans," or whatever, as a whole. You don't feel like she's really apologizing to you. She's just apologizing to apologize. So, Adam, I don't think Colleen will ever personally apologize to you. You need to let it go. Let go of that resentment. She's not worth it. Carry on with your channel. It's excellent. I followed the Adam McIntyre channel. He talks about podcasts and different stuff. I find him interesting. I'll tag him on here so you guys can go check him out as well. Here's a clip of him reacting to the Trisha Paytas podcast, and where he's talking about the apology. And you guys can see and feel the resentment that I'm talking about. My name is Pearl. This is Little Scary Stories. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button at 500 followers, and I'm so close. I will be reading the Eugenia Cooney book that some woman wrote. We'll be doing it on a live. I'll be going live for the first time on YouTube and meeting all the Pearlies. So I'll look forward to that. Here comes the clip. See you guys next time.
Entire time is if I had gotten that at the start, whenever I had tweeted that I would have shut the fuck up. And whether you believe me or not, hand to God, hand on my mother, father, my brother's lives, hand on Bonnie and Dolly, my two girls' lives, that if I had gotten what I said at the start, which was a private and public apology from her to me and my parents, I would have shut the fuck up. Not only would I have shut the fuck up about this topic, I literally would never have spoken about her again. I would have never spoken about her again. So she chose not to do that because she knows that she's done these things, so she would be admitting them. But that's all I said. So I appreciate Trisha being like, Adam could accept the apology or not. All I said was, if I got it, I would shut the fuck up. And I would never, ever, ever talk about her again. I would never, ever, ever talk about her again. I did interviews where I said that I would shut the fuck up if she said that. I meant it. There was a couple times where I did an interview, and I suspected that maybe Colleen was going to apologize to me, and so I reached out to the person and said, "Can you delay your upload a week in case she apologizes to me?" I would have cut everything off. So, yeah, I appreciate Trisha saying Adam can accept it or not. The truth is, I would have, because then I would have been able to close the chapter. Again, I cannot speak for Oliver, Becky, or anybody else. All I'm saying is for me.